So a couple things, a couple house cleaning things that I want to talk about is number one, we've gotten a lot of great response from the free 2-hour course that we're offering. So again, if you don't already know about that, at myinvestingclub.co, we are offering a free 2-hour webinar course for non-members. And the way that it's going to work is you have to reserve your spot, you have to register because there's limited seating every single week, right? So we have a set number of people that we allow into the webinar every single week. And the only way to get access is to register. And if you register and you're not going to make it to the webinar, please cancel it so that you could give your spot to someone else that needs it. We've been getting a lot of positive feedback from people who've seen the webinar. And as a bonus, if you watch the whole webinar, you will get access to a free 10-hour mini course, but you have to watch till the very end. So that's at myinvestingclub.co. Number two is in the description of this video. When I post it onto YouTube after it's done being live, there's going to be a link to register to the San Jose meetup. And the San Jose meetup is going to be really cool because Bao's first student who made $1 million on Fannie Mae and who's made $8 million overall, who lives in the Turks and Caicos, is coming to San Jose to visit and help us with a meetup. So I'll be there. Bao's friend David will be there. And this is, a perfect opportunity for you to come, network, and hang out with a bunch of fucking millionaire traders. The one thing is that the event is free, but there's a $20 ticket fee, and that ticket fee gives you 2 drinks at the bar, and this is kind of just to help the venue. So we don't get any percentage of the ticket. We don't do any of that. Plus, you're going to drink there anyway, and fucking vodka Red Bull is $15, so you're getting 2 drinks. Let me see if there's anything else that I have to talk about. People are saying the YouTube live is not working. Can you guys see me? Just give me like a thumbs up or something if you can see me. I can see you. I can see you. Okay, cool. That's fine. All right. So San Jose meetup is going to be really, really fun. I've actually never met David because David has been living in the Turks and Caicos. So it's going to be a great opportunity to meet someone like that because the truth of the matter is I know that Bao only surrounds himself with the best people in the world that are fucking smart as shit. And to make $8 million in 4 years, you got to be smart as shit. So again, the link is going to be in the description for the webinar and for the meetup. So there's limited space for both of them. And that's not just a bullshit fucking marketing. There's actually limited space. Next thing is that let me walk you through my process for today. So if you're new and you haven't seen any of these videos before, the way it works is I like to walk you through my thought process for the day. I like to walk you through how I was trading on the day, what I was thinking, and kind of how I was reacting. So number one is I always start with the day before. The day before, I made $1,000, low stress. That was good. But last night, I was invited to a wine tasting event. So I've never been to a wine tasting event. I don't know what the hell that's all about. One of my friends told me to come, and they said that, you're going to go, you're going to get drunk, and you're going to have a great time. And I said, I'm not doing anything better on a Tuesday night, so fuck it, let's go. So I went to this wine tasting event. It was 5 different glasses of wine. By the 3rd glass, I was drunk. By the 5th glass, I was blacked out. So here I am, blacked out. I came back home at midnight, and I told myself I'm not going to fucking trade today. I told myself I'm going to take a day off. I'm going to relax. I'm just going to let the hangover do its thing, and I'll trade the next day. I don't need the money. I just want to do it. Woke up this morning at 5 in the morning with a pounding headache. Wine hangovers are the worst ones for me. They're fucking brutal. But if you know anything about trading and traders, working for us makes us feel better. We love fucking trading so much that even if we're fucking dead sick or dead hungover, we trade because we love it. We trade because it makes us happy. We trade because if we have a profitable day, that'll be better than any fucking Tylenol or any Advil that we have, right? So coming into this morning, I was hungover, I wasn't feeling good, but I was like, shit, if I just make some money today, I'll probably be feeling a lot better. So my goal today was to just show up, and if there was an opportunity, I would trade it. If there was not an opportunity, I would go to sleep. So the low hanging fruit of the day, it wasn't really kind of moving. There was really nothing happening. So I was like kind of a little bit excited to go back to bed. And then what ended up happening is SPI popped up on the radar. This is a company that I've traded in the past. This is a company that I understand the price action of it. And this is a company that I know is mostly a scam. So in the morning, I got free locates from Cobra because I was one of the first ones that requested it. So I got it for free. So I didn't even pay shit for those locates, which is number one, is a great thing. So what I looked at in the morning was the $4.14 line. If you go back to the daily chart, I think it was from January, February, March, April, May. I think it was from May. If you go back to the daily chart from May, you can see that there is a resistance level at 414. So when it was at $3, I was mentioning to the guys in the room that I'm looking at the $4 line, and I want to see how it reacts there. So fast forward to the morning, it pushes to 4 and it rejects, right? It rejects very hard at 4. So not only is the technical analysis lining up, everything else is lining up. So for me personally, I don't like to trade pre-market. I do not like to trade pre-market because I feel so much FOMO when I do it, right? So what I try to do to combat that FOMO is if my max size is 10,000 shares, let's say, I'll use only 1,000 shares max size, a tenth of my size pre-market. That way I eliminate the FOMO out of my system. I get to get a good trade out if my plan is right. And it gives me the confidence that I understand the price action of this stock now. So in the morning when it broke $4, it went down to like fucking 360, I think it was. I don't have a chart in front of me. And then it bounced to 380. So I took a starter position at 380, right? Risking $4 because the top has already been set. And then I covered at 340, 350, something like that, 340, 350. So I made, 30 cents a share on a couple thousand shares. And I started my day up 300, 400 bucks, which is great. That gave me the confidence. But the best part of that trade was that I waited until it topped out and then I shorted. So that's number one. Number two is when the market opened, I saved it again. What's the price at? When the market opened today, there was a chat room that pumped it up. And that chat room that pumped it up got a lot of people stuck. So the stock dumped. The stock dumped right at the open. And what I was waiting for was a rebound towards VWAP or a fail towards VWAP to reshort. And again, while I'm talking about this stuff, you should have a chart up to see what I was thinking in that moment, right? So I'm going to give it a second for people to pull up a chart, and we'll get there in a second. Also, if you like what I'm talking about, leave a like on the video because I see it going up, which makes me know that I'm talking about the right things, and we're all interested in the same things and everything's going well. So leave a like on the video if I am talking about something that's actually relevant and making sense to you. So now that you guys have a chart up, if you look at the first minute of SPI, and again, this is all from my memory. I don't really have a chart, so bear with me if I'm a little bit sketchy with exactly where it is. In the morning, when it dumped, it pushed towards 370, which was VWAP, and failed. So that's the area that I want to short at. I want to short that fail, risking the $4 line in the morning. So I took a piece, and as it started to go lower, I added to my winner. I covered at 350, and then it popped back up to 360 or 370. I reshorted again, and then it went down to 330. I covered, and then it went to 340, 350, shorted, and covered again. So again, I think I made 3 or 4 trades on it in the morning, and I think I made $400 or $500 on each trade, and it added up to my day. So a couple scalps today added up, and the key was that today I waited for the stock to top out, I waited for the stock to rebound, and I waited for the stock to dump and then piggyback that dump. So for me, I'm not in the business of looking for tops. I'm not in the business for looking to top tick everything. I am in the business of letting the stock collapse, letting the stock fail, and then I will piggyback that trend. So that's kind of what SPI was today. It got a little bit more choppy throughout the middle of the day. Right now, zombie hour, so I'm not really touching it. And I mean, I've cleared about $11,000 in 3 days so far. Right? Monday, I made 8,000. Yesterday, I made 1,000, and today I made about 2,000. So 10,500. Let's say. Let's round it up, or let's round it down. Fuck it, we'll round it down to 10,000. So I made $10,000 in 3 days. So that's also something I want to talk about too. So for those of you that know me, you know that I have a very religious rule about 1030. So what I want to talk about is how I got to that rule and why it's so important to me. So I was working with Dr. Brett Steenbarger, who is the #1 best trading coach in the business. He works with top hedge fund traders. He works with only the best of the best traders. And I had the opportunity to be able to get coached by him for a couple of months. So what we do in our coaching sessions is we look at my trading statistics. Go to mobile and try it. You guys could still see me? Sorry, some people are having some issues. I'll give it a second and then I'll continue. So in our coaching sessions, what we do is we look at my trading statistics. We look at what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. And something that Brett has taught me is double down on your strengths, right? Double down on your strengths and try to eliminate your weaknesses. So, for example, what I recognize about myself, remember, my trading style is not the same as your trading style, is not the same as Bao's trading style, is not the same as his trading style. Everyone has different trading style based on their personality, right? So for me, I'm the type of person that just likes to make my fucking money and walk away. I'm the type of person that likes to work the least amount and make the most amount of money, right? Which is fine, So what we found out about my statistics is this. I make money 90% of the time, right? 90%. I think it was like a 87.5% win rate, right? An 87.5% win rate. So that means that if I place a trade, there's an 87.5% chance that I'm going to make money. But the times that I lose money, I'm losing a decent amount of money, right? So what we noticed about my trading is that I lose the most amount of money after 10:30. And it was just happening for months. I would make fucking $3,000 in the first hour. I would push myself to make $5,000, and then I would end up losing that 3,000. So after talking to him over and over again, about months and months of gathering data, we noticed that if I just cut myself off after 10:30, I would become a more profitable trader. So what I want to mention is that the 10:30 rule works for me because that's what my statistics say. Most other traders are going to have totally different stats and totally different numbers. The thing that's important is to recognize where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are. If you are a trader that's only making money after 10:30, you should stop trading between 9:30 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. That's the point I'm trying to make. Find out where or what time frame you're making the most amount of money. If you're making the most amount of money from 9:45 to 10:30, you shouldn't be trading from 9:30 to 9:45. You understand? So for me personally, based on my style, based on my personality, based on the way I do it, if I trade past 10:30, I lose money. So I do my very best to cut myself off at 10:30 because if I overstay, I am bound to lose money. The longer I stay at that casino, the more chance I have of losing money. So I need to be reminding myself, I need to be reminding everyone to slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. And for most people, you don't have to stop trading at 10:30. Maybe what you have to do is just scale down and be patient. Maybe if you are a long bias trader, you should be looking to go long around 10:30. So again, after fucking months and months and months of looking at my stats, this is what I found for myself. So I encourage you guys to track your stats. You could use TraderView, you could use whatever the hell you want. But the key is to recognize when you're making money, when you're losing money, what setups you're making money on, and what setups you're losing money on. I don't make fucking cheese on fucking large cap stocks, but I make most of my money on small cap stocks. So you better believe that if I ever try to trade a large cap stock, it has to be with significantly less size than my small cap stocks. If I'm using $40,000 for a position in a small cap, I'm probably going to use only $4,000 for a position in a large cap because I'm still learning. I'm still trying to improve. I am not there yet. You understand? So find what works for you, right? And for me, if I'm able to pull fucking $10,000 in 3 days, working 1 hour a day, you tell me where else you could find another job like that, right? Today, I wasn't using more than 4,000 shares on a $3 stock. Think about that. Think about that. Not using more than 4,000 shares on a $3 stock. That's $12,000 worth of equity, which is fucking nothing, which is nothing. But the point is that 3 or 4 small trades added up. 3 or 4 $400, $500 trades added up. And this was all in the first hour, my Deathline shirt. This was all in the first hour of trading. And here I am at $11. I mean, here I am at 11 a.m. up 11,000 in 3 days. And if I really wanted, I just could not fucking work for the next 2 days. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna take tomorrow off. I'm gonna take the next day off. I'm gonna go to the spa. I'm gonna go get a foot massage. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Trading gives you the freedom to do whatever the hell you want, right? So for me, I'm still gonna be trading tomorrow and the next day because I love it, because it makes me feel good. It makes me happy to, be planning and working and putting all this hard work in and finally seeing the results, right? People always forget, how long I've been doing this shit. It's been 6 years. 6 years of busting my ass. 6 years of fucking getting sleepless nights. 6 years of fucking being depressed and working hard and being alone and all this shit that no one fucking talks about. You know how lonely it is to be a trader? You know how lonely it is? I sit in my office from 6 a.m. to fucking 6 p.m. in the darkness, just trying to fucking click some keys and try to make money. And if I make $11,000 or if I make $10,000, who the hell am I going to share that with? I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a family. I have friends that are obviously not making as much money as me, but I'm still trying to figure myself out. And in the meantime, trading is something that brings me happiness. It brings me joy to be able to see. So, for example, one of our members, Corey, is a lifetime member, and he's been DMing me the past couple days. And what he told me is he's on his 9th or 10th straight green day. He transitioned from large caps to small caps and has found success in small caps. So for me, when someone like that messages me, that's also what brings me joy. It is selfish of me to feel that bringing others joy brings me joy, right? So the whole point of MIC is that we are traders helping other traders. We are a family. I am no longer alone, right? I am no longer alone. I now have almost 1,000 best friends who all love what I love, who all understand what I understand, who all get what it's like to make money, who all understand what it's like to lose money. And the best part is, I am now able to help my friends that want to learn how to trade actually trade. Because the reality is, my friends in the real world don't give a fuck. They all say, I want to trade, I want to make money, I want to do this and that. I say, sure, motherfucker, come to my house at 5 in the morning, sit behind me for fucking 12 hours, and then tell me you want to trade. And you know what happens? None of them fucking show up. So here I have my MIC family, my MIC friends, who all love what I love and who all are putting in the work that I'm fucking putting in every single day. I see people like James fucking putting in the work. I see Bear putting in the work. I see fucking Davon putting in the work. I see fucking so many people putting in the work. And that only motivates me to work harder, right? Because at the end of the day, I am fully convinced that within the next 1 to 2 to 3 years, there's going to be fucking hundreds of millionaire traders in MIC. We are going to breed millionaire after millionaire after millionaire after millionaire because our process works, right? And the whole point of it is that once we breed these millionaires out, they're not fucking scumbags. They're not fucking assholes. They're not jerk-offs. These are people that understood what it was like to have nothing, and it is our culture to fucking give back. So if you are looking to improve your trading business, If you are looking to fucking make money, you need to be surrounded by other fucking genius traders. You need to be surrounded by other people, because I was having this conversation with my friend Ryan this morning, and I was like, you could tell what someone's personality is by the friends that they surround themselves with, by the friends they surround themselves with. If you have friends that sit down and just smoke weed every single day, or you have friends that just drink every single time, or you have friends that fucking do nothing and are bums, chances are that you're gonna fucking smoke weed, you're gonna be a fucking bum, you're gonna suck. But if you have friends, if you have a community of people who are trying to improve every day, who are trying to make money to supplement their income, who are being selfless to help other people, then you give yourself the best shot to success, right? So again, be surrounded by other smart people, be surrounded by other hardworking people. Don't be surrounded by lazy people. And for the love of God, don't be a fucking cheapskate. Everyone smokes weed, bro. The whole point is that you're not fucking spending your Friday night or your Wednesday night smoking weed. You're spending your fucking Wednesday night or your Friday night studying to fucking buy the dispensary, you motherfucker. Buy the goddamn dispensary. Do you see? Do you see the difference of the way people think? Do you see the difference? I want to be trading enough to fucking buy the whole thing. Right? Right? Work hard enough that your friends are now your fucking customers. They're gonna come buy weed from you. Fucking pothead. It's fun though, man. It's fun. Trading is fun. Trading is fun. I was as lonely as it is. Doing shit like this is fun because, again, after this Instagram live is over, what am I gonna do? Go back to my fucking dark room, fucking order some Chipotle, get it delivered to the house. Drive my fancy car if I get bored. But the reality is that I spend most of my day. I spend most of my day helping members, right? And it's tough because no bullshit, no bullshit. I get 100 PMs a day, 100 PMs a day. And for the love of PM me, I will get to it. But don't send me a fucking essay. Please don't send me an essay, right? Because if your essay is something like, hey, I just joined and I don't know what a limit order is and what does low of the day mean, can you teach me this and that? That is taking valuable time for someone else who actually put in the work and has an educated question. We offer all the beginner stuff in the videos. Joe was saying this morning that if everyone watched the videos, there would be no questions ever. The reason why there are questions is because people don't watch the videos. I get it. We have fucking 500 videos. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But the whole point is the people that watch the videos, the people that put in the work are the ones seeing the results, right? And we put out new videos every single day. So it's in your best benefit to join and catch up with the videos before you fucking join next year. And we have 1,000 videos, and then you're stuck being able to watch that stuff. So, excuse me. That's it, man. That's it. Do you guys have any questions for me? In the meantime, again, the 2-hour free webinar for non-members is at myinvestingclub.co. This is a free course for non-members. If you're watching these videos, it means that you're interested in improving. It means that you're trying to get better. So for the love of God, at least watch the webinar and get some free content, because this shit's not going to be free forever. Can't be. We work too hard for people not to watch the videos. And what we've realized is if it's free, people don't appreciate it. If there's a fucking $10 price tag, then they appreciate it. Any questions, guys? Well, Bitcoin crashed with a war. Motherfucker. Bitcoin. Watch the webinar, man. Please just watch the webinar. Bitcoin, man. Biggest scam of the fucking 21st century. Any questions, guys? Again, I'm just a fucking normal fucking dude, man. Look at me. I got my Deathline shirt on. I got my fucking flip-flops on. I got my AirPods on. And I just made 11 grand in 3 days. I'm not a fucking genius. I like to fucking go out and party too. I like to drink too. I like to fucking do nothing and watch Netflix too. I like to take edibles too. The point is that if I could fucking do it, you could do it. But don't fucking be discouraged if you're not getting it in 1 month. Don't be discouraged if you're not getting it in 1 year. It took me 6 years to become a millionaire. So if you want to fucking invest a few years of your life to live the next 40 fucking free, then you are in the right place and you need to be surrounded by the right people. All right, there's some questions. For today's trade, would you think about shorting the 4 line at the open? Yeah, I would think about shorting the 4 line at the open, but because there was a chat room involved, I wanted to wait for it to dump and then I would get involved. Can you talk more about stock personality and doing more what you're good at? Number one is think of a stock like a different woman, right? All these people are different girls, but each of them have a different personality. Every stock is like a different girl, but they are all different in their own ways. So for me, trading the same stock over and over again, because most of these stocks, they're not just in play in one day and they go away. They tend to repeat and come back. And if I know that something like LCI has a personality that's tough for shorts, that reminds me that, hey, maybe I shouldn't be shorting this stock next time. Or, for example, SPI, if that has the personality that it gives back most of its gains, then that reminds me, hey, maybe I should be shorting this and holding it all day. What's SPI at, by the way? 320. Oh, Luca, I remember. So last story before I wrap it up is Luca is a member from Canada, right? Luca is a member from Canada, and he wanted to come to the San Jose meetup, but it's tough to fly from Canada to San Jose. He came to Bao and he's like, Bao, I found a way that I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fly to San Jose and then I'm gonna fly out the same day so that I don't have to buy a hotel, and that way I'm gonna save some money. And Bao was like, he was so taken back by that. He was like, oh my God, like this guy really wants to fucking learn. He's doing everything he can to come. And you know what Bao fucking did? Bao bought him a suite for one night for him and another member to share so that fucking he could come and have a relaxing stay in San Jose and not worry about trying to fly back and forth. So don't fucking ask me for a free hotel. Don't ask Bao for a free hotel, because if you ask, you're never gonna get it. But this shit shows what MIC is all about, right? We are a family. We are a community, right? It's like why wouldn't you want to be surrounded by the best? Oh, speed crack, fucking motherfucker. All right, I'm gonna speed walk home, man. Shit, god damn it. Fuck. Shit. 311, motherfucker. Okay. All right, not a problem. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. That's it. Remember what I said when this shit started. Remember what I said. 350 breaks, this shit is gonna tank. 350 fucking broke and it tanked, motherfucker. That's it, guys. That's it. I mean, we make these videos every single day because it helps us stay safe. 306, motherfucker, dude. What the God damn it. Fuck. Fuck. Deathline, baby. Deathline, baby. So yeah, we make these videos because it helps us, but it also helps you. And for the love of God, just watch the videos, man. We have fucking 300, 400 free videos on YouTube. You should at least be watching the free videos on YouTube. And think about it. If the free videos on YouTube are helping you, think about how much more the member videos are going to help you. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go put a fucking toaster in the bathtub and pray that SPI bounces, because goddamn, if I just didn't make this video, I would have made a shitload of money. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.